Welcome back, Gooners family. Arsenal update. Inside Arteta's master plan, transfer moves, title ambition, and the future of the Gunners. Introduction. Arsenal are no longer waiting. Arsenal Football Club are done waiting. Done hoping. Done rebuilding quietly. This is no longer a project in the shadows. This is a club standing at the edge of something massive. Every training session, every press conference, every transfer rumor points to one undeniable truth. Arsenal are preparing for the moment that changes everything. Under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal are no longer chasing relevance. They are chasing dominance. And what is happening behind the scenes right now could define the next decade of this football club. Today, we bring you the biggest Arsenal update you need to hear, covering transfers, injuries, tactics, dressing room mentality, youth development, title ambition, and why rival clubs are starting to panic. Stay with this story, because what Arsenal are building is far bigger than many people realize. Part 1. Mikel Arteta, the architect of a new Arsenal era. Mikel Arteta arrived at Arsenal at one of the lowest points in the club's modern history. The team lacked identity. The Emirates lacked belief. The fans lacked hope. But Arteta did something most managers fail to do. He changed the culture before changing the results. Discipline before glory. Arteta made it clear from day one: no effort, no place. No discipline, no future. No belief, no success. Big names left, popular players were dropped, hard decisions were made, and Arsenal suffered in the short term. But those decisions laid the foundation for everything we see today. Arsenal's identity has returned. This Arsenal side now plays with purpose, structure, aggression, intelligence. They press as a unit. They defend with courage. They attack with confidence. Most importantly, they believe they belong at the top again. Part 2. Transfer update. Why Arsenal are moving smart, not loud. Arsenal's transfer strategy has changed completely. Gone are the panic buys. Gone are the short-term fixes. Gone are the players signed just to please fans. Arteta and the recruitment team are now targeting profiles, not just names. What Arsenal look for in signings? Every Arsenal target must have tactical intelligence, mental strength, technical quality, physical durability, hunger to improve. This is why Arsenal are willing to walk away from deals if conditions are not perfect. Why fans must be patient? Many fans want signings announced every week, but Arsenal's leadership understands that one wrong signing can damage the dressing room. Quality over quantity, timing over panic, fit over fame. That is the Arsenal way now. Part 3. The transfer market. Who Arsenal are watching. Arsenal are monitoring several key positions closely. 1. Midfield reinforcement. Even with a strong midfield, Arteta wants more control, better rotation, tactical flexibility. Injuries last season exposed how thin depth can derail a title challenge. 2. Attacking depth. Arsenal scored goals, but Arteta wants relentless threat. He wants players who can break low blocks, can score under pressure, can change games from the bench. 3. Defensive evolution. Arsenal's defense is elite, but Arteta wants perfection. Every elite team upgrades even when they are already strong. Part 4. Youth power. Arsenal's secret weapon. While other clubs spend hundreds of millions, Arsenal are quietly developing gold. Hale End is alive again. Arsenal's academy is producing technically gifted players, mentally strong characters, tactical learners. Arteta does not promote youth for publicity. He promotes them because they deserve it. Why youth matters for titles. Youth players bring hunger, accept rotation, push senior players, lower wage pressure. This balance between youth and experience is why Arsenal's future is stable. Part 5. Injury update. Why Arsenal are managing players differently. Injuries cost Arsenal dearly in previous seasons. Now, Arteta has changed everything. Rotation is smarter. Minutes are monitored. Training intensity is controlled. This is why Arsenal are able to compete on multiple fronts without collapse. The medical department is now one of the most important parts of the club. Part 6. Tactical evolution. Arsenal are becoming unpredictable. One of Arteta's greatest strengths is adaptation. Arsenal can now control possession, counterattack, press high, defend deep if needed. This flexibility makes them dangerous. Opponents no longer know what version of Arsenal they will face. Part 7. Dressing room mentality, the biggest change. This is the most important update of all. Arsenal players now demand more from each other, accept criticism, believe in trophies. This is not a squad happy with top 4. This is a squad angry when they don't win. That mentality shift is the final step towards titles. Part 8. Title race reality. What Arsenal must do. To win the league, Arsenal must beat direct rivals, avoid injury collapse, convert draws into wins, stay calm under pressure. Arteta knows this. The players know this. The fans must now believe this. Part 9. Why rivals are watching Arsenal closely. Rival clubs are worried because Arsenal are young, Arsenal are stable, Arsenal are improving every season. This is not a peak, this is a climb, and that is dangerous for everyone else. Part 10. The Emirates, a fortress again. The Emirates Stadium is no longer quiet. It is loud. It is intimidating. It is united. Home advantage is back, and titles are built at home. Part 11. What comes next for Arsenal? The next phase is clear. Smart signings, tactical evolution, mental resilience, trophy mentality. Arsenal are not finished. They are not satisfied. They are not slowing down. Conclusion. Arsenal are ready. This is not hype. This is not hope. This is not nostalgia. This is progress. Arsenal Football Club are building something serious, something sustainable, something dangerous. And when it finally clicks, when the final pieces fall into place, Arsenal will not just compete, they will dominate. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta walked out of press conference after 14-word question. What really happened and why it matters? Updated. In modern football, press conferences are no longer just routine media duties. They have become psychological battlegrounds, places where managers defend their teams, protect their players, and sometimes reveal more than they intend. Few managers embody this reality more than Arsenal head coach Mikel Arteta. In a moment that has since gone viral across football media and social platforms, Arteta stunned reporters by abruptly walking out of a press conference after being asked a single 14-word question. The incident sparked wide debate among fans, pundits, and journalists, with opinions sharply divided. Was Arteta right to leave? Was the question unfair? Or does this moment reflect deeper pressure surrounding Arsenal's season? This updated article breaks down everything that happened, the context behind the question, Arteta's mentality, Arsenal's current situation, and why this incident actually reveals more strength than weakness. The moment that shocked the room. Press conferences usually follow a predictable rhythm. A few opening statements, some tactical questions, injury updates, transfer speculation, occasionally a controversial topic. But on this particular day, the atmosphere shifted instantly. After listening quietly, Arteta was asked a short, direct, 14-word question that cut straight to the heart of Arsenal's recent frustrations. The question referenced performance, decision-making, and pressure, areas that Arsenal had been criticized for heavily in the days leading up to the press conference. Arteta paused. He did not raise his voice. He did not argue. He did not respond with anger. Instead, he stood up, thanked the room, and walked out. The silence that followed said everything. Within minutes, clips of the moment were circulating online. Headlines followed quickly. Debate exploded. Why the question hit a nerve. To understand Arteta's reaction, you must understand the context. Arsenal are no longer a rebuilding project. They are title contenders, judged by the highest standards. Every dropped point, every missed chance, every tactical decision is examined under a microscope. The 14-word question was not long, but it was loaded. It touched on Arsenal's inability to capitalize in key moments, pressure mounting on the squad, Arteta's role, the recent outcomes. Short questions can sometimes be the sharpest. From Arteta's perspective, it wasn't just a question. It was a judgment wrapped in a sentence.